He has muted his doubters and naysayers every step of the way. They said I would never be top 10. I would never be the #1 contender. Tonight, the Black Beast Derrick Lewis has it all in front of him. He will try to go back to Houston, Texas as the UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
And what an incredible upset that would be, and what an amazing story to have the background that Derrick Lewis has had all the troubles with the law, been locked up in prison, and in his mind really come back from hell to be who he is right now. The #2 contender standing right here about to step into the octagon to fight for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world with a real chance. And physically looks better than we've seen him look ever. Looks real lean and healthy at the weigh-ins.
Yeah.
Is in phenomenal shape because he went through a full camp to get ready for his last fight and then immediately went into camp for this fight. He's loose. He's comfortable with the experience now, having just fought a few weeks ago. He's ready.
Tonight's Prep Point is brought to you by Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit since 1925.
Oh, man, Derrick Lewis. Yeah, just like you said, Joe. It's like, who would have thought that not that long ago this man would be standing here about to enter the octagon fighting for the heavyweight championship of the world. But when you have that kind of grit and that knockout power and you finish guys like he does in this division, it's only a matter of time. And that's how it usually works out. It's just the circumstances. There's a little bit of luck involved in this sport. But more importantly is hard work and you going in there and finishing fights. With that and a little luck, you're here and you could be living your dream, man. And it's crazy to see the Black Beast entering in here and fighting Daniel Cormier tonight.
4th UFC main event for Derrick Lewis. 10 UFC knockouts to his credit. 6 of those have materialized on the ground. He becomes tonight the 3rd fighter in the modern era to compete on back-to-back pay-per-views. The Black Beast ready for his title shot here and now in New York City. Two-time United States Olympian who has become one of the greatest mixed martial artists of all time. The UFC's light heavyweight and now heavyweight champion. Every time he fights now, Joe, he puts that status as one of the best to ever do it on the line. Tonight, as a prohibited favorite, he'll try to defend the UFC heavyweight title.
And I think he feels better at heavyweight and confirmed that with his victory over Stipe Miocic. You know, he went through a long undefeated streak as a heavyweight, won the Strikeforce Heavyweight Grand Prix, beat such greats as Josh Barnett in the process, but then decided his best chance of winning a title would be to compete at 205, especially considering that Cain Velasquez, his teammate, was in the mix at heavyweight. But now that Cain has been out and injured, and he shocked the world by stopping Stipe Miocic, we can see that this weight class really is the best weight class for Daniel Cormier. And having that confidence and the confirmation of that from that last fight behind him gives him added momentum coming in here tonight.
Yeah, and all he's got to worry about is just being the best competitor that he can possibly be. You see how big Daniel Cormier is. Imagine that man cutting down to 205. We haven't seen him do that in a couple fights, but you can tell that's not something that's natural for him to be down that weight class. Like we talked about, if he did diet, if he did all those things, but clearly that's not how he feels healthiest. It's not how he feels happiest. So who am I to tell Daniel Cormier, of all people, hey, you need to eat a little better? If that's how you fight better, more power to you, brother.
Especially after he knocks out Stipe Miocic.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to say to the guy?
I'm not going to say anything.
I'm not saying nothing. Keep doing what you're doing.
The keyboard warriors will, though, Joe. They'll do it for us.
Well, if he keeps winning, they can't say anything either.
Oh, they will.
But here's the thing. That man that he's about to fight, just step across and look at Derrick Lewis. That's an enormous human being. Derrick is huge, and he looks better physically than I think we've ever seen him look.
He does. You can see it in his face. And when it comes to Daniel Cormier, you run out of time to set up all of his credentials. I will tell you, he is 8-0 when landing at least 2 takedowns in a fight. He likes his hands. He's got a big overhand right. Stipe can certainly attest to the striking. But prevailing wisdom is that Daniel Cormier will try to wrestle early and often tonight and try to get one of his patented submissions against a man in Derrick Lewis who has never been submitted as a pro in MMA. We are ready to go with this UFC Heavyweight Championship fight. This Tale of the Tape brought to you by Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit since 1925. Daniel Cormier will turn 40 in March. Derrick Lewis is 33 years old. He is the taller man by 4 inches. And Lewis cuts down to the 265-pound championship limit. He will have a 6.5-inch reach advantage. All right, now to get us the introductions for our main event, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Sanctioned by the New York State Athletic Commission. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Chris Lee, Doug Crosby, and Sal D'Amato. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Herb Dean. This bout is sponsored by Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit since 1925. And P3, the official protein snack of UFC. And Metro by T-Mobile. Get unlimited high-speed data all month long on the same network as T-Mobile. And now, for those in attendance and UFC fans watching around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from Madison Square Garden in the Big Apple, New York City, New York. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a brawler, holding a professional record, 21 wins, 5 losses, 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighed in at 264 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, presenting the #2 ranked heavyweight contender in the world, the challenger, Derrick the Black Beast Lewis. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 21 wins, 1 loss, 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 251 pounds. Fighting out of San Jose, California, he is the former Strikeforce Heavyweight Grand Prix champion and the current UFC Light Heavyweight champion, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Daniel D.C. Cormier.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're gonna keep it clean. Touch gloves and let's do it.
Daniel Cormier trying to successfully defend his UFC heavyweight title tonight against the Black Beast, Derrick Lewis. Our main event for UFC 230 here tonight.
Ready. Ready. Let's fight.
And we are now underway. Tonight's fight clock is brought to you by Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit since 1925. Derrick Lewis is in blue, Daniel Cormier in the black and gold, befitting a champion. Lewis opens with a shot to the body, lands underneath that elbow of DC.
Yeah, immediately opens up with a switch kick. Bold move against a wrestler. Oh, nice leg kick. Heavy leg kick by Derrick Lewis. DC pressuring him against the cage.
Oh, there's that head kick.
And that is the side that he leans to when he goes for that single.
But here we go, Joe. Here we go. Let's see what happens right here. This is going to say a whole lot about how this fight's going to go.
So less than a minute in, Daniel Cormier gets his first takedown.
And he didn't have to work all that hard for that one.
No, he did not. The level of wrestling, the comparison between the two, it's almost unreachable. Daniel, two-time Olympian, absolutely one of the best wrestlers that's ever competed in MMA. For evidence to that, watch his fight against Dan Henderson, who's also a phenomenal wrestler. And DC ragdolls him.
Saw the highlights of him tossing Josh Barnett, a credentialed heavyweight in his own right. 90 seconds have gone by. DC has this fight seemingly where he wants it early.
Now, this is all about Derrick Lewis conserving energy and figuring out how to not get submitted and how to get back up to his feet. But does he have the skill set to do that? Has he worked with great wrestlers? Has he worked technically on getting himself in the proper position to get back up? Hip escaping, utilizing underhooks. So right now, he's got half guard on the right leg, the left leg of Daniel Cormier. He should be trying to get an underhook on that same side and trying to stand back up.
Yeah, and the real question is, even if he has, Joe, even if he has worked all those things, who's he working with? Who are you going to find that's on the level, not only of wrestling, but now of MMA and experience as Daniel Cormier? It's one thing to prepare for it, and another to get in there with a guy like DC.
Derrick's trying to just get up.
Which is dangerous against a guy like Cormier.
Right, but that's how he's done it his whole career, right? He's just gotten up, and he got up.
He's up.
Cormier still maintaining control of the body here,
for how long? Yeah, he's up, but does he get tripped again? Because DC will let you up just so he can trip you and throw you to the ground again, because it takes a lot of energy to get back up.
Yeah.
And if he does it again and again and again, by the end of the round, you're sapped.
Yeah, exactly. You can get up, but with a guy like DC putting all that weight on, and he just does it again. Yep. It's just simple single legs, too. It's not like he's not even doing what he's done in the past, where he's got a high crotch, throw guys on their head. So far, Black Beast putting up very little defense on the, the takedown side of things. And when he gets down, he can't just keep giving his back up to get up like that. Eventually, DC will find a way to get his arm around your neck.
And he will get too tired to do it effectively. Because every time he's doing it, he's basically doing a squat with a 250-pound man on his back.
And of course, it's one thing to get up, it's another to get separation, which Derrick Lewis was not able to get after that first takedown attempt. Under 90 seconds to go in the round.
And if Cormier decides that this is how he wants to fight, even if it's for 25 minutes, it doesn't matter if he took this on 3 days' notice. I'm pretty sure that this fight, like this, if it keeps going this way, Cormier could do that. I could call him, he could be on his couch with his kids, and I could be like, hey, I need you to come wrestle for 25 minutes.
Some big ground strikes. That got Lewis's attention.
He took Lewis's back. He's going under the neck. Lewis just doesn't seem to know how to get up here. And even if he knows how,
he's got to watch his neck, man.
Some pretty effective hammer fists from DC. And this is where you realize how good a wrestler DC really is. We've seen Derrick Lewis fight before. We've never seen this.
Cracking right there from Cormier as we approach the 30-second mark here in round one of a possible 5.
I mean, people kind of sleep on DC's skill sometimes for some strange reason.
His knee is down. He's down. Now he's not. He's not down. Now he's down.
But wait a minute. Isn't this the new rules? In the new rules,
2 points here.
He has to pick that hand up, right?
Yeah, now
he's legal. No, It's not. It has to have a foot
A hand, yeah, a hand doesn't.
Yeah.
This is why it's confusing. Me and you are even.
Confusing.
Dominant first round for the champion. Let's see what the message is in the corner of the challenger, Derrick Lewis.
All right, breathe for me. Breathe for me. Good job. All right, now I want you to listen. You did very nice standing up, okay? It was a very good job, but you're not staying as long as I want you to. I need you at the end of your punches. Straight, long punches. Circle right. We can't move straight back. Immediately you push forward like we said he was. So from if you're going to throw that kick, get a hand in his face first. But I need long punches, and I need mobility. Stay out off center line, okay?
Okay.
No comfort, no comfort.
Okay.
The thing's perfect. The half guard's perfect.
Keep sitting in the half guard. Keep sitting on that leg.
Big deep breath, You're doing beautiful. I want you to continue the same goddamn thing, okay? He's going to get more and more tired as you continue doing what you're doing.
Yep.
The UFC 230 Cormier versus Lewis is presented by Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit since 1925. Twice in Derrick Lewis's UFC run, he has seen a fourth round. He does have a tendency to pace himself a little bit. He certainly is dangerous late, just as he is dangerous early, but not necessarily the start he nor Bob Perez was looking for tonight.
He's got to get those hands loose. And he's got to lower his stance and create some distance.
Yeah, that's the problem. Derrick does stand up very tall, almost has no bend in his knees, which for a wrestler in the caliber of fighter, DC, he's just able to snatch that leg because there's no bend, there's no ability for him to even use his hips to defend a takedown.
Ooh, that's where it gets scary.
Good combination from Derrick Lewis. Back to that switch kick.
Anytime you're standing with that guy, it's very scary. Anything can happen. While DC's trying to close that distance, anything can happen. And if he zigs when he should have zagged, he wakes up with a flashlight in his face.
Ooh.
Nice.
Again, always leaning though, leaning towards that right.
Here we go. Is he going to go for that high crotch? Nope.
Make it 3 takedowns for Daniel Cormier.
But he's right back up.
Yeah, Lewis posted well there.
I think he recognizes how important it is that he not be on his back.
He cannot hang out down there. Wonder if DC's just going to... He's got it locked up here. I wonder if he's just going to try to snap him down or land some knees here.
He landed one.
There he goes. Drags him down.
He's going to make Derrick pay.
Nice ankle pick.
Ankle pick.
So Derrick Lewis forced to fight off his back yet again. Just over 3 minutes to go here, round 2.
And DC immediately gets him into side control again.
Oh, and he steps over that leg. That's a terrible position to be in. You have no real defense other than turning your back at that point.
And he gives up his back, and Daniel's got one hook in.
Oh, that's it, Joe.
He's got the neck.
Looks like DC's under that chin.
He's got it.
There's the tap. Daniel Cormier defends his UFC heavyweight title. A quick night at the office for the still heavyweight king and one of the greatest of all time, Gilroy High School wrestling coach Daniel Cormier.
And he didn't have to eat one bomb.
Nothing. Nothing.
Slipped and slid his way away from all the haymakers.
And it just shows you how elite Daniel Cormier is and how good the choking game is because, you know, Derrick Lewis had never been submitted before. He's been in compromising spots on the ground. That's about as easy as DC could have made it look tonight.
He realized how good a wrestler he really is. See, a lot of people are moving out of this arena shaking their head, though. Like, like they were hoping to see a knockout. They were hoping to see.
But that's what's so great about it, right? That's why it becomes intriguing. But you almost forget that DC is DC. And even me, I'm like, oh man, can Lewis land that right hand? And then as the fight started, I'm like, no, there's DC doing what I kind of originally expected him to do, and he got the job done.
This replay brought to you by Nemiroff, bold character since 1872.
Well, it was the single leg game of DC all day. He could head outside, inside. It didn't matter whether he was going to pick you up with a high crotch Here we saw him, he had the head and arm, he snapped it down. That's an amazing little ankle pick. As soon as Lewis popped up, he picked that ankle, got on top, came around, took the back, threw in the choke, made it look seamless and easy. The champ strikes again. There's a reason this man is one of the greatest mixed martial artists that we have today.
And a big part of the goal tonight was to try to preserve a potential date with Brock Lesnar prior to his 40th birthday, which is March 20th of next year. A massive payday for Daniel Cormier, and certainly he gets the desired result here tonight. He was even smiling during the fight. I just think he felt like this was a great matchup for him, and certainly it proved to be that.
He pulled it off big time.
The official decision brought to you by Metro by T-Mobile. Get unlimited high-speed data all month long on the same network as T-Mobile. One final time tonight, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 14 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by submission due to a rear naked choke, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Daniel D.C. Cormier.
Congratulations, champ. Ooh, I get to look at this twice. 2 belts, one on each shoulder, baby. Thank you for blessing me, Dana White. I thought I was just getting one. But boy, look at that. Woo! Woo! DC, tonight you became the first man to ever defend both the light heavyweight and the heavyweight title. Hey, it's history, baby. Like my man John Anik says, history in the making, Daniel Cormier, one of the greatest of all time. DC, was this fight in any way surprising to you? What happened?
You know what surprised me? When I took that last shot, he punched me in the eye on the way in. I was blinking for about 30 seconds like, what in the world was that? Hey, my legs hurt and I almost checked his kick. Everything he did had unbelievable power. What a guy Derrick Lewis is. I truly do appreciate him. I love his Instagram. I love his story, and it was an honor for me to share the Octagon with him.
Do you think that a fight like this, which was a fight that there was a lot of people thinking that what he had was a puncher's chance, but what you had was skill and experience, that this is in a lot of ways a learning experience for both fight fans and for fighters alike?
I think a lot of people have to understand that I've been doing this for 9 years, and I fought at the championship level for 8 of them. So there's no surprises with me. I come in here and try to do my thing. If you have a puncher's chance, like I've said, that's not enough. You have to be one of the best in the world to even compete. And Derrick is good, but just not that level yet.
Which brings me to the next challenge, which is most likely going to be Brock Lesnar. What are your thoughts on that?
Brock Lesnar, when you come, bring that brand new WWE title too. I feel like being a WWE champion too. Let's go! Let's go, Brock! Bring that belt with you if you come to my house.
Congratulations, champ.
Joe Rogan, you are the man, buddy. I want to kiss you.
Give me a kiss.
My God, that's what I'm talking about.